Hello everyone, Mike here, and I did not expect to be back in front of the camera so quickly on this. Marineford, you know, just a reminder, this arc is 30 chapters. I read the entire thing in one day. I did not expect to get through this so quickly, but it's one of those arcs that you start into it and you burn through it so quick. This is one of those ones I did remember quite a bit from, but didn't stop it from being very impactful. One thing I really liked with this was the number of epic looking full page and 2-page spreads that it included, from the shot of all the warlords together, the shot of the admirals, Luffy and his ragtag team, which admittedly is slightly lost a little bit of the epicness with the goofy face that Eva has all the time. Speaking of which, I'm still trying to figure that out. I actually just learned while reading this through the little SBS section that aside from Frankenfurter, the character was named for a cross-dressing Japanese comedian. So therefore, I'm not sure if it's supposed to be Ivankov or Ivankov. Still, I should just look it up at some point, but because if I look up how it's pronounced in the Japanese, that'll tell me. But yeah, a lot of fighting, which isn't surprising. You get all these very powerful characters together. You're going to see a lot of epic fights in it, including, of course, what we get from Whitebeard. Now, prior to this, Whitebeard has had a reputation built throughout the series. We know about how much pretty much everybody respects him, fears him. He is a big deal. This is where we first really get to see him in action. We see a little of his backstory, why his most important thing is his crew, who he sees as his family. He was more interested in that than treasure. We see him taking in Ace, and then of course we get to finally see him in action with his awesome kind of earthquake-based powers. They really drug out, but in a good way, the struggle to get to Ace. Once they reached Marineford, it still took all these chapters just to get to Ace. And they trick you. Oda tricked us a little bit there, because when Luffy gets there, gets Ace uncuffed, and gets off the platform with him, it really looks like Ace is gonna survive. But not so much. This is probably the thing I remember more than anything else from this arc the first time I read it, was Ace's death, and just like the surprise as the reader, because like I mentioned in the last video, people legitimately dying in shonen anime and manga is very rare, and to see Ace get killed off right in front of us really hits. Plus, Luffy's reaction to it, because Luffy's a character who's always been very, happy-go-lucky, very upbeat, even in the points where he's been angry about something. We've never seen what we see here. Just him laying there. I mean, he's already physically just like broken. And Ace's death just mentally broke him. And just seeing him lying there, just a look of shock on his face, that really hits. Yeah, as I said, a lot of great action, getting to see all of the different characters and their abilities. pretty cool when Law comes in to uh, help Luffy, to take Luffy away and heal him. Even though we saw them to get together technically a little bit during Sabaody, this is, I think, a good step towards building that Luffy Law alliance that we're going to see further on in the series. I got to be honest, it's been a few hours since I finished reading it, and just putting it back through my mind. It's like takes all words from me. It's hard for me to really encapsulate everything I'm thinking with this. I want to talk a little more detailed on some of the fights because they were very good fights, but it's hard to really figure out what to say with it. We get that cool moment of Kobe trying to speak out, and then there's Shanks. Now, Shanks is similar to Whitebeard. We've seen more discussion on Shanks than we've seen him actually in action. A lot of people, have that respect, that fear of Shanks, which, I mean, it's surprising. He's one of the four emperors, and even though we want to see Shanks physically do something, but it's still just awesome to see him come into all this chaos and instantly end it. The second Shanks showed up, it was done. The war was over, and that was it. And although the Shanks deciding not to go to see Luffy because he wanted to wait until Luffy had accomplished his goals first. I mean, technically, he said, we'll see each other when you've become a great pirate. I think he already has. I mean, even at this point, he's got a huge bounty. He's becoming better and better known as things progress. I think it could have been seen as he has become a great pirate. But I guess Shanks sees it more as still a long way to go before that. Oh, and, the revelation that Ace is actually the son of Roger, and the fact that Luffy knew this. Luffy doesn't know anything about his own father, not even realizing he had one, but he knows all about Ace's story, and even the fact that it was supposed to be secret, although outside of plot convenience for the story, wow, dude, you kept that secret for all this time and then just blurted out. But yeah, that's man, there was, like I said, this arc hits heavy. Now, next is the post-war arc, which, to be honest, initially I thought this was gonna be 5 or 6 chapters, because all I remembered from it was finishing up Luffy, including him sending the Straw Hats the notice that instead of meeting up in 3 days, they're going to meet up in 2 years. And a quick thing of what all the other Straw Hats are doing, in their individual places. I forgot that we also have the flashback arc with Luffy, Ace, and Sabo. So this is actually 17 chapters. I thought it was a lot shorter, but we'll be getting into that. I don't know if I'll get through it as quickly. Part of the reason I was able to get through this one so quickly was because I had the time. But after I'm done with this one, before I get into the time skip, I'm probably going to take a quick little break, maybe about a week, just to recharge my batteries a little, because, like I said, I've been burning through these chapters super, super quick. And in the course of like a week, I've gotten through almost 100 chapters. So it's been a lot to take in. I want to take a little break after I finish the next arc. But that's all I've got on this one. So until next time.